When I was like 12 is when it started. Some rough, traumatic sexual abuse stuff happened in my life with family, and when my family found out about it and they went to law enforcement, the next step that I was told that I had to do was I had to go talk to this nice lady at the C.A.R.E Center, and I just got to tell her what happened. In the beginning, I was horrified because I didn't really know what I was going to do, but I got there, they sat me down in this comfortable room, and I had some toys with me that I was able to play with while I was waiting, and then a lady came out and explained to me what was going to happen that day. She was able to word it in ways that, for me in my head, that made it comfortable to be able to talk about it. So I thought I was going to be reliving it in my head, and it wasn't like reliving it at all. It was just getting it off of my chest.
So a Child Advocacy Center is part of a multidisciplinary team that works with law enforcement, social services, medical providers, victim advocates, the district attorney's office, and mental health. So having a safe environment is number one. We take children to our child care space so that they have a safe, child-friendly place to be able to hang out. So they're comfortable, they're playing. We want to put them at ease as much as possible. Our forensic interviewer is specially trained in a forensic interview guideline that is research-based and defensible in court. And the kind of crux of the interview is, tell me what happened and tell me all about it. And getting all of those details to be able to collect information for law enforcement and social workers who are sitting in our observation room so they can watch the interview live without having to be in front of the child's face. We want to, again, make them be as comfortable as possible.
When someone, especially a child, goes through a traumatic event, it can impact and shape their life for the rest of their life. It's always sad as a police officer or detective when you are dealing and talking with people at one of the hardest times of their life. It's never a joyous time. So Kira has entered my life on 2 different occasions in the past 4.5 years. The first time, unfortunately, was a very tough part of her life, and she required the assistance of the police department and was a client at the C.A.R.E Center in Waukesha, and we had her go through a forensic interview.
I left the C.A.R.E Center feeling a little bit more weightless because after the interview, she walked me through what the legal process would look like, and then they also stressed how important therapy was, whether I did it at the C.A.R.E Center or I did it somewhere else. And I think if they wouldn't have stressed those important factors, the next day would have been a little rough. It's a scary experience, but the C.A.R.E Center, for sure, they take the fear away. I had no idea what I was walking into, and I left the C.A.R.E Center that day knowing what the next few months was going to look like and having a plan as to how I was going to get through the difficult time that I was in.
The fall semester of 2025, I started teaching in the dual enrollment program at WCTC, and I teach juvenile law to high school seniors that are in the program. It was my first time teaching this course, and I walked into the classroom and I recognized her, and I also recognized her name. I did not want to bring it to her attention. I did not want to make her feel uncomfortable in any sort of way, but she did approach me and said, do you remember who I am? And I said, of course I do. And so this was one experience where it was really neat to see that not only the resilience of Kira and how she blossomed after that terrible experience, but then going into the criminal justice program at WCTC and then having the opportunity to actually teach her, and it was a really rewarding experience.
I used to not be able to even talk about it without crying, but after going through all the motions that they helped me through, I got to a point in life where it was okay again and I could continue doing life. But now I want to help people get through that point because I know how difficult it was, and they were the light at the end of that tunnel, and I wanted to be that light for somebody else.
All of the services that the Women's Center provides, so including those services of the C.A.R.E Center, which is a program of the Women's Center, are free. I can't imagine having to charge a family who has had the worst thing imaginable happen to be able to say, oh, we want to do this forensic interview for you, or we want to provide you these services, but we have to charge you for it.
To see Kira just succeed in life and just do the things that she's doing, I could not be more proud of her.
Child abuse doesn't keep business hours. It doesn't track on income or education, and we never know when it might be us or our child or our grandchild or someone that we love. And so having these services in our community is so vital because of that reason. We never know, and we want to be here for every child that needs our services because we don't know who that's going to be in the future.